For this job, you're going to need 8mm socket, 10mm socket, a magnet, and a Phillips head screwdriver. Handy place to store your screws and bolts. So here we go for you. E51 owners looking for the BCM security number behind the dash cluster. Here's how you do it. First off, you lock down your steering wheel in the low position. And once that's done, you get to work on unclipping the fascia from around the cluster where the vents are. No screws. Everything comes out except for the dimmer controls. I've got a little mobile phone cradle there, but that comes out with the actual frame underneath. So there we go, we throw that away. Next job, we'll 4 bolts, 8mm. You can use a Phillips head if you don't damage the cross hatch in the middle, or an 8mm socket. Undo these 4, and good to have a magnetic screwdriver. All right, so we remove the cluster, pull it straight out, tilt it over. First of all, we'll get this big bad boy, the main wiring loom for the instrument cluster. Thumb into the lever type barb situation. You press it down. It's very difficult if you don't know how, but anyway, that's how you do it. Go to the other corner. Same deal. Push down with your thumb and your nail, whatever. Pull that out. A lot easier with 2 hands. I'm holding my phone to record this. Then the third one off the back of the cluster, furthest away from you in the middle. The barb is at the bottom, the little lever. You've got to pull it up, and then at the top of it, with the other fingers, pull it out. Very difficult, but you'll get it. That's how it works. All right, so when we just pick up this cluster, pull it straight out, and throw that away. All right, 4 bolts for the frame, for the screen and cluster. Once those 4 bolts are out, you can undo this 4th plug. Easy peasy. Tuck them away in the hole. This makes it easier when you pull the alloy frame out. You can see they just come straight out, up and out, and yeah, just throw that away. Right, I get your wires that you tucked away, pull them back out. As you can see, there's a BCM box. Sticker is on the other side with the security codes. Undo the 2 bolts, pull it out, tilt it over, get your camera, take a picture. That's what your sticker will look like. There's your codes. And don't forget to take a picture. If you put it back together, you'll have to take it apart again. Now let's get back to putting it together. That's basically reverse of what you did. Yeah, so start off, bolt in the BCM, which I've already done. Tuck this double plug-in setup in. Tuck your wires away down low in the hole underneath the BCM if you can. Just get those plugs in out of the way. I didn't do the movie of putting the frame back in, but here it is back in. Holes, got the wires coming out of it. Plug in that wire. Put your 4 bolts back in, retaining bolts, 10mm bolts, and then start plugging these bad boys back in. You can do your top right hand corner, and you can do your top left corner. Make sure that you pull the wire out far enough so it goes in that corner, because that's what it'll be needing. So plug this bad boy in, click, that's it. And third one for the cluster, put it underneath the main loom there. It's a bit difficult doing it one-handed, as I said before, but yeah, push it in till it clicks home. All right, so now we just tuck the wires in a little bit, push the cluster back up in. We'll be looking for 4 8mm little bolts we took out before. Magnetic screwdriver is best for this, because if you drop one of those screws down under the cluster, you'll have to take the cluster out to find it again, especially if it's your second one at the bottom. Top ones are easy. And just finish off with an 8mm socket, because these screws don't always go back in the way they come out. They're self-threading, so unless you line up the holes. And here we have it. Just a last little clean up with a tissue or a serviette. And get your plastic fascia, clip it back in place, and go all around. Make sure there's no gaps. And Rule Britannia. Job's done. Good luck.